You were in my dream last night. We were dancing in the ballroom. You smiled at me as I approached, and then told me you weren't in the mood. Your mother was there too.
I don't know your mum, so I must have made her up.
She was dancing with a beautifully preserved hot pink dress, her arms waltzed with the wind of the music, which served to contradict the flamingo-inspired movements on her lower body.
It was strangely intriguing to watch.
She made her way through the crowd to greet me in your stead and apologized for your misbehavior.
So he texts her best mate, tells her he's left. I saw her hair first when she entered the ward. I know that hair. Thank God for that hair.
How you doing, sweetie?
I cried, and she took me home. I gave her a name when I needed someone else to take over.
Slow speed. Remember who you are. Stay steady. I know it's just a wobble.
He asks her to pick up the pieces for him, and he knows she'll put her back together, help her heal. It won't be easy, he knows that, but he sent his text, done his bit, you know? Her name is Nomi, like you don't know me. She gave birth for me. She's in my scream, my cackle, and when I come. She destroys, rebuilds, and rebirths. She makes all this work for me, and I never thank her. He calls me from fucking says actually he thinks I'm making a mistake. Says he wants to keep it. He's vexed. With me. He's vexed with me. We have a fight. Right before I go under Michi, I'm completely alone. I consider the fact I might not wake up from this. And though, yeah, it would be like such a shame, and, you know, my poor daughter, it wouldn't be so bad, really. And my mum would be there, and he'd feel so bad about that fight.
He died on a Wednesday. You called and left a message, knowing how he filled the role.
Understanding the hole that was left.
She staggered but did not fall. More than once, my motions to this world have been rendered cautious. My steps are careful, although now seemingly intuitive. She was only 23, and the next few minutes remain vague in her memory, in my memory.
Exhaling the familiar injustice of being let down by her always smaller than theirs body, and the little crack sound the back of her head had made against the wall, reminded her of when her daughter used to fall. She pictured her sleeping. Why? Why did you do that? And she cuddles me, rocks me like a baby. So you should have healthy babies. Now sleep, Bubala. And I did. Exhaled the way the room had darted from left to right, and the nostalgic awareness of that split-second switch when bravado metamorphosizes into violence before her very eyes. Eyes closing now. Command Z. I made a decision there and then to erase that very odd and awkward interlude during what was one of the best second dates I'd ever had. It was only slapsies. Didn't mean a thing. Except, of course, yeah, now I can see it. The seeding. How I consciously ignored the seeding, even fertilised the fucking thing. But like, slapsies was a blueprint, or a red flag, or like some other metaphor involving a colour. I just didn't think he would ever put his hands on me for real, you know? She took the lids off of the orange bottle so I wouldn't have to.
This one in 3 hours, okay? This one right before you go to bed after food, which is right here. Are you sure you don't want me to stay?
He said, tell me a story about love. So I told him this.